SWEGTA!
Look at those bags under my eyes. Is this what it's like getting old? You stay up a few extra hours and you wake up like this? Hey, wait a minute, that's not why you clicked on this video. You clicked on it because of GTA 5 beta being in the title, so let's get into that, shall we? Yeah, it appears that the Rockstar Games beta leaks are continuing to happen, and there's no sign of slowing down either. As reported by the Nathan NS on Twitter, a GTA 5 PS3 beta build from 2012 has been found on Web Archive, all contained within a hard drive dump of a PS3 dev kit. 2012 is not 100% accurate, since some of the content dates back to July of 2013. It is also worth noting that 2012 could simply be the default time and date of the console's internal clock. I looked into the uploader of this archive, and from what I can see, they've posted a bunch of hard drive dumps from March 18th up until the end of April last year. As a result of this leak, we now have some more information about the beta stage of GTA 5's development. And as time goes on, more and more information is slowly unraveling, so I find that pretty exciting if I'm gonna be honest. Remember that scene in GTA 5 where Lamar is leaving Franklin's aunt's house? What was going on there? Why was he there? Well, as confirmed by some developer notes, he's banging Denise. At one point in development, Rockstar had plans for a Solomon Richards mission that was eventually cut. After doing some digging, GTA forums user Hey Slick That's Me explained that this would have involved Michael defusing a bomb planted by Devin Weston's goons. Here is by far the coolest one in my opinion. The Zancudo bunker was ostensibly going to be fully accessible in GTA Online with an explorable bunker and even an autopsy room with multiple alien specimens. Pretty cool. Why remove that? I mean it, why? But you know what's also cool? The fact that Hey Slick That's Me also provided some screenshots of this bunker, so here you go, enjoy them. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to gawk at them. Alright, there you go. Fun's over. It also appears that a model for Trevor from a scrapped ending in GTA 5 has been found. Initially, Rockstar had plans for Trevor to be frozen in liquid nitrogen. Michael would have then broken him into pieces by hitting him with a wooden plank. GTA forums user Transmit, who did a lot of decoding of this content, stated that he intends on uploading the unused beta interiors to various modding sites. Good luck with that. I mean it, like, I don't think that's gonna end well, if I'm gonna be totally honest with you, but I hope it goes well, I really do. That would be amazing. Please do that, but, you know, be aware of the very evident risks involved. I feel like just by making this video, I'm treading on thin ice. I mean, we saw DarkSpace getting flagged for making a recreation mod of GTA 6's map based on the trailer footage we've seen thus far, which is one trailer. We've barely seen enough of this map to confidently say that we can make a super accurate facsimile of the original map in GTA 5. It didn't stop Take-Two from flagging his channel and giving him a strike, so yeah, again, if you're gonna upload any content found in this beta build online, you might want to consider anonymity. I'm just saying. So what else is crackin', Swag? Well, after doing some research, and by of course, when I say I mean my good friend SWAGTE, who is a totally separate legal entity from me. My good friend SWAGTE did some digging, and he found some pretty bizarre leftovers. MP3 encoder tags and text like, Journal 212, we've teamed up with the Autobots to construct mech-tech weaponry. I feel like I'm having a brain aneurysm just saying that, what the f- Again, all of these discoveries were made by my good friend SWAGTE, not me, SWEGTA. I would never do such a thing. SWAGTE did that. Find him, punish him. Where was I? Oh yeah, right. If this whole Autobots mech tech thing sounds familiar, yeah, it's because it's from a cinematic index of just about every cutscene in Transformers Dark of the Moon, on a dev kit with GTA 5 on it. I'm no expert, so I could easily be wrong, but I suspect that this dev kit was used for developing a Transformers game, specifically Dark of the Moon, before being acquired by Rockstar for the purpose of GTA 5's development, which could explain some cross-contamination in the files. But again, I'm no expert on this, so if any of you have any any speculation as to why this is there, please let me know in the comments below. What I find so interesting about this is that if my theory is correct, then this dev kit most likely switched hands via an Activision QA department. It actually wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened. This dev kit right here, let me flip it the right side around. You see this dev kit here, property of Rockstar New York City? Well, this one contains some beta builds of Bully Scholarship Edition, which is pretty cool, but what's also cool about it is that it contains leftovers from a non-Rockstar project. I actually tweeted about this a day ago. I asked some people like, hey, could you help me track down the sources of these 3 images that were found on the hard drive? And somebody actually did, and it turns out that they are pretty much just placeholders from the GameCube development era. So while I initially suspected that these files were placeholders in GTA 5's development, now I'm leaning more towards it's just, you know, cross-contamination in the files. It's, you know, a dev kit being handed from one studio to the other for budgetary purposes, and thus you end up with absurd stuff like this. You know, something else that Detective SWAGTE found was a first and last name associated with the web archive account. I mean, if that is this person's actual name, then shit. The thing is, though, I don't think it is. I think it's just a pseudonym. So yeah, dead end. Sorry, folks, this is what my contribution to this community effort amounts to. It's just Transformers Dark of the Moon. But hey, you know what? At least it's a discovery, right? I mean, it's one of the most useless discoveries ever made, but it's a discovery. You know what I'm excited for? The day where we get to play a beta version of Bully on the PS2. You know, like the original game. Not Scholarship Edition, not Anniversary Edition. I mean, the actual beta, like this, and this. And maybe even this. Okay, probably not this. But this. This would be nice. Not this. But this. You know what's funny about this? It's the fact that over the years I've heard people say, oh man, it's been so long since the release of the original game on the PS2, so the odds are not stacked at all in our favor. We're probably never going to be able to play that, and it's really unfortunate. Me. But apparently it's the total opposite. The more time that passes, the higher likelihood we have of being able to play beta versions of old games by Rockstar. But it's definitely not a good sign for them, because who knows what could be contained on this hard drive dump. I mean, you know, the people on GTA forums, they're looking into it, but it's a very gradual process. And for all we know, some pretty wild stuff could be on there. If any of you are familiar with some of the beta videos that I've done on Bully, you'll know that even in the final release, sometimes if you just sift through the game files, you can find some pretty out there stuff. Not to mention that this is not just a one build of this game. Like, this is the build of the game contained within a magnum dong of a dev kit hard drive dump. I could be wrong about this, but from what I can tell, they have taken down some stuff on Web Archive before, so it would not surprise me in the least if they end up taking this down as well. I'm gonna be honest, I think they should just let it happen. I mean, it's an exercise in futility. What are you gonna do, like DMCA every website hosting this on the entire web? I think the moment that somebody told everybody else about this on GTA forums, I think that's the moment where you lost. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to report on as for now. If something else pops up and it's wild, like the stuff we've seen so far, yeah, sure, I'll make a follow-up to this video. Again, good job. Hey Slick, that's me and Transmit. You're doing a fantastic job, and I hope neither of you get hassled by Take-Two goons. And hey, person watching this, if you've never seen my channel before and you're interested in cut content in Rockstar games, specifically Bully, you might want to check out this playlist on my channel. Anyway, that's it for this video. You folks, as always, stay classy. Peace.